Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly video update. I am your host on this adventure, Matt DeWolf, Chief Marketing Officer for the International Car Wash Association and Editor-in-Chief of Car Wash Magazine. Hey, this is the program that comes out for you every single week, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected to the car wash industry, and we're trying to do that in a very quick and very tangible way for you, giving you one key takeaway every single week that you can take back to your business and implement right away. So, here we go with this week. I've got something that I think is going to be really interesting to everybody. So, how many of you out there, raise your hands, would like to do better with your unlimited sales? Yep, of course. How many of you out there would like to do better with handling customer rejections in that sales pitch? Oh, yeah, you. Yep, I see you. Okay, so here's how you do it. We've been talking about this program for a while, but we've recently opened up the opportunity for you to be able to buy some of these courses on an individual basis. So this is LEAD. This is IC's online training program, and we've now got the potential for you to be able to buy individual courses that fit your specific needs on a per person, per course basis. So we've got some great bundles here for you, communication skills, but we were talking about sales. There's an entire sales bundle for you, all about how to handle and train your people up on their sales skills. And so you can see here, you've got some different skills at play here, effective site sales for your team, all kinds of great stuff in here. 3 main courses. You see the outcomes that those are supposed to drive to for you as an organization. And that is great stuff because we all know that we need better people, because that's what's going to make our organizations the best that they can be. So check that out. That's lead.carwash.org. There's a whole bevy of courses. There's more than 46, 47 individual courses for you to kind of fill those gaps in your training platform. So check it out, lead.carwash.org. All right, what else do we have for you? Well, this week we've got some hot stove updates for you. PSD Kodaks, they've named Matt Smith their manager of business development. And so in that role, Matt's going to be focusing on the United Kingdom market, the Ireland market, and the Scandinavian markets, as well as kind of overall European growth for PSD Kodaks. So that's a big move for him. Congratulations to Matt. We'll be looking forward to seeing your growth there. And then we've got one here that I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing. Colonial Chemical has announced Dr. Peter Chetcuti as president of CCME Arabia territory. So that means he's overseeing all of that as they expand into that Arabian territory. Dr. Peter Chetcuti, he comes to CCME from Starchem. So Starchem, he was president there, and that's really, they were in all manner of chemistry, from household and industrial to oil and gas. You name it, they were in it, and now he's leading up this division. So that's really good news for them. And then I've got just one story for you this week about Greenfield and M&A. That is Zips expanding into New Mexico, expanding in New Mexico. They have now opened up a Alamogordo location that gives more access to those Unlimited Club members. So congratulations to Zips on its continued growth. That's what's going on there. Now, we've got, I did lie. I said I only had one story for you this week about M&A activity, but there's this other one. Our champions, Car Wash Advisory, they've launched their public M&A database, and this is really fascinating. This is tracking kind of all of that activity that we talk about on a consistent basis and making sure that it's updated and that you kind of know who's buying who and where that's all going and what's happening in that space. So a fun resource there from Car Wash Advisory. Really helpful, I think, in terms of tracking that activity, because it can be a little confusing to know who's with who and who's on the market and what's going on there. Okay, so that's what's going on in that space. Go check that out if you haven't gotten the chance to. Check out what's going on, who's doing what. Now, every week, we have the opportunity and the great privilege to release an episode of Car Wash the Podcast. And we have lots of great conversations, and we get to highlight really great stories in that distribution channel. So this week, we're able to launch Rinsed the Car Wash CRM, a conversation that we had at the Car Wash Show 2023 in Las Vegas. I'm really excited for you all to listen to this one. Rinsed is one of these companies, right, that really came on the scene strong and has seen really fantastic growth. And that's because they are serving a very much needed space in this industry. So check out this quick clip from that podcast.
So I think, membership has really been the rocket ship for this industry, but in a lot of ways, retail is the fuel to keep that going. And I think industry-wide, and we've been guilty of this as well, sort of neglecting that retail customer. And I think it shows in, some of the ICA Pulse survey as well. I think only 35% of retail customers were extremely satisfied. And I think there's a lot that can be done to really provide that same level of personalization to the retail customers. And, ideally, we're going to give them a clear path to coming back to the wash more, hopefully to becoming members. But even if membership's not the right fit for them, what can we do in terms of loyalty and affinity to try to make them just as happy as your members?
All right, so that's just a little taste of that conversation. We go into a lot of detail about what Rinse, the car wash CRM, is really kind of watching in this industry right now. You heard a little bit there, that focus on getting back to the retail customer, in addition to that monthly membership that we're all talking about. So really fascinating stuff. Check that out anywhere you're listening to your podcast content. Then we've got for you this week a new story coming out from Car Wash Magazine. This one's going to be a little bit of a stumper, right? Do you guys know what ESG is? I mean, probably, maybe, yes. If not, hey, ESG is environmental, social, and governance reporting. There's some technology going on here in the vehicle space that's going to help with some of the requirements around that reporting. Check that article out. We've got our vehicle technology consultant here is covering off on this and some other vehicle technologies that you need to be watching out for in your business. So make sure you check that out. You can do that any number of ways, one of which is carwashmagazine.com. Right here, you can see that URL right there. Otherwise, download the Car Wash Magazine app. You can download that in your app store of choice, where you will never miss an update from us, which I know is very important to you. All right, friends, here's the deal. When you are out there and you are just killing it washing cars, there's only one thing you've got to do, and that is keep it clean.